Lander provide a fast, professional lube oil and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
Hey guys, this is Nick Haskell, and here at Haskell's Furniture and Flooring, we have the best brands. With our size, we are able to shop for you. We're able to choose the top products from the best companies. We carry Lazy Boy, Tempur-Pedic, Ashley, Sealy, Serta, and more. With our variety, we can make sure we're a one-stop shop for all of your home furnishing needs. Come in today to one of our locations in Cody, Lovell, Wheatland, and Riverton, where we have the best prices and a better service.
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
Good news, DUI crashes and deaths are falling in Fremont County.
We're doing better, but even one death on our roads from impaired driving, we take personally.
We started the Fremont County DUI Task Force 2 years ago because we're losing too many friends, family members, and community members to impaired driving.
So we've joined forces to work together to find and stop impaired drivers in Fremont County, wherever they are.
And we're making an impact, but we need your help.
If your summer activities involve alcohol, plan ahead and make good choices.
Drink responsibly, designate a sober driver, or call Safe Ride.
And don't let your friends drive impaired either, even if you have to take their keys and find them a safe ride home.
Let's all look out for each other and keep everybody safe. Remember,
don't risk it. Drive sober.
Good afternoon, sports fans. Lander Valley Tiger basketball is on the air from the Douglas Classic in Bearcat Gymnasium in Douglas, Wyoming. The Lander Valley Tigers about to take on the Burns Broncs. Greetings, everyone. It's Ernie Over along with Taryn Debley here for this third game of the Tigers, and they're sporting their brand new travel uniforms, Taryn. It's nice Kelly green with the word Valley across the front.
Yes, that Kelly green is beautiful. If you're tuned in on YouTube, I'll try to see if I can zoom in a little bit on one of these uniforms. I mean, they are just absolutely stunning. If you're listening on the radio, tune into YouTube.
That's right. We had some pretty exciting games here this morning. These same Burns Broncs met the Cody Broncs. So we had the two Broncs against each other. Cody came out on top 24-18 in the game between Douglas and the homestanding or the Lovell Bulldogs and the homestanding Douglas Bearcats. Lovell won a thriller right at the end of the game, 58-56. And then in the game we just saw, Wheatland was doing very well against Powell up until the last 3 minutes of the game, and Powell hit a couple of big threes and a dunk and won 53-48. That sets up our game right now with Burns. Then Wheatland will play Lovell right after our game, and the nightcap tonight is Douglas against Cody. Earlier in this contest yesterday, it was the East team's only victory over a West team when Douglas hit a three at the buzzer to beat Powell 55-53. So, Taryn, the teams from the West 3A doing really well here in this home of the East Conference.
Yeah, the west side of the state's stacked this year, Ernie. I mean, we've seen a lot of good basketball, honestly, this weekend, and all the games have been relatively close. And so I think 3A is loaded up again this year, and it's going to be fun down the stretch.
You're listening to the Hampton Inn and Suites pregame show here from Bearcat Gymnasium, and we'll be right back with more of our pregame right after this.
Riverton makes your pizza to order. Order online at papamurphys.com or in store. Delicious, fresh-made pizza just the way you want it. Papa Murphy's is a proud supporter of our local Fremont County student athletes.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
Riverton Blodorn Lumber is proud to support youth sports. Experience the Blodorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blodorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blodorn Lumber.
Dos Solitos is proud to support Fremont County sports teams. Enjoy bold Mexican flavors that'll have your taste buds shouting, "Olé!" Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for updates on events and food truck locations.
B&M Septic and Excavation offers prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports.
Ernie Over and Karen Doubley back with you at the Hampton Inn and pregame show from Bearcat Gymnasium in Douglas, where we're about to see the Lander Valley Tigers with a record of 4-2 come into this game against the Burns Bronx. They have a record of 2-5, although Burns has failed to win a game in this tournament, and Lander so far is 2-0. Of course, the crowd still buzzing from last night's Lander a big come-from-behind victory over Douglas. Lander 63 and Douglas 53. Lander really took control of the game in the fourth quarter, Taryn, and that's exactly what Coach Stu Childs was hoping they would do.
Yes, it was a
Stu Mullins. Stu Mullins. Yeah, I said that last night too. Stu Mullins. I'm sorry.
It was a fun game to watch, Ernie. I mean, we talked about it at right before halftime, saying if the Tigers could, keep it close at halftime and going into the fourth quarter, around 6-8, and I believe they had it down to 2 going into the fourth quarter. So they did exactly what we were kind of talking about, and it paid off in the end. And when all that momentum's on your side for most of the quarter, I mean, it's hard to beat any team like that. And I believe I believe that Douglas, they didn't score. They scored their last basket with, I think, 5.5 minutes left to go in the game. And
Tigers completely shut them out.
15 unanswered points from the Tigers to close the game out. And if you're a Douglas fan, that's just heartbreaking. It's totally brutal to watch. But if you're a Tiger fan, we'll take that all day long.
Yeah, and we had quite a few Tiger fans here last night. And one thing the coach mentioned, he said it was a complete team victory.
Yes, it was.
And as the Tigers were coming back, the bench was really getting with the support and the cheers and the support. So that was good to see. Although we did have an injury last night, so we're not going to see Gavin Romer on the floor this afternoon.
Yeah, Ernie, I was talking to him a little bit before the team started warming up, and he told me he just had kind of an aggravated ankle from the football season, and he just kind of tweaked it again, but, he reassured me that he is just fine and he'll be back after the Christmas break.
Coming into this game, the Burns Bronx were 2-2. They had defeated Moorcroft 68-39, and they had defeated Southeast 54-46. Their games that they lost came to Cheyenne South 73-46 and to Tongue River 64-57. And then they've lost all the games that they've had here. The Bronx come in, actually before this tournament, they were scoring an average of 56 points a game, and here they're barely managed 20 points a game in this tournament.
Yeah, Burns has really just kind of ran into some bigger athletic teams, and I think, like Coach Mullen said, they're just kind of struggling as a program right now, and you can tell they're young. I mean, just looking by some of the faces warming up down there, you can tell they're young, and so, that's sometimes a good problem to have, and, look for them to be a little more successful in the future, but yeah, you're right, Ernie. They've had a tough weekend so far.
Yeah, they sure have, and I tell you what, this is going to be the last games here of the 20-24 because the teams are not in action again until the Cody Bronx come visiting in Lander, and that will be on January 7th. And then the boys and girls split, with the boys going down to Rollins and the girls over to Pinedale for the Rollins and Pinedale Classic. That's January 10th and 11th. So this is the big break for the Cowboys and or for the Tigers. And as we heard Coach Stu Mullins last night say, it's really good to come out of this tournament, hopefully with 3 wins, so they can go into that break on a positive note.
Absolutely. I mean, you have a 2-week break, or, at least 2.5 weeks before you play another game. So you want to go into the break with, like he said, a good taste in your mouth, and have something to build on and have something to look forward to again when you come back. I mean, that just helps. You're going to be sitting down for a couple weeks, so it helps getting right back up, it helps when you've had a good weekend like this to get right back up.
Noah St. Clair is the leading scorer, along with Keaton Iron Eyes for the Tigers. They each put in 12 points a game, along with Quincy Gwynna. And boy, that is the kind of scoring you like to see, very even across the starting 5.
Yeah, balanced. If you can have 3, at least 3, but, hopefully 4, maybe 5 guys who are scoring right around that 8 to 12 point mark, you're going to be a tough team to beat, especially when you can share the ball like that.
Yeah, Finn McFadden had 17 last night against Douglas. He had 11 against Wheatland, and he had 10 points when they last played Powell. So the Tigers have got 4 guys that can put the ball in the basket, and that's what you like to see. You're listening to the Hampton Inn & Suites pregame show on KFCW 93.1 and YO Today YouTube. Back with more after this.
Exploding at 200 miles per hour. Airbags pack a punch. Until age 13, stay buckled up in the back seat. Buckle up, Wyoming. It's the law.
Detailing done different can protect your vehicle with S-Tech's Action Series, Carbon or Smart Series ceramic tint, plus premium ceramic coatings for maximum UV and heat protection. All backed by a lifetime warranty. Expect expert detailing to make any ride look brand new. Call 307-851-5158 today. Detailing done different. Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Visit Lander Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Ernie Over and Taryn Debley back with you at Bearcat Gymnasium on our Hampton Inn and Suites pregame show. And now we're going to have our announcement of our Sutherland's Home Improvement Center starting lineups. And for the Lander Tigers, they're going to go with a 5'10" sophomore, Finn McFadden, a 6' junior, Quincy Gwynna, a 6'2" junior, Noah St. Clair, a 5'11" senior, Keaton Iron Eyes, and it's going to be between that fifth spot between Porter Plaisted and Paxton Hollingshead. I'm trying to see who on the far side there is taking their jerseys off and getting ready to come in. Now the Tigers, because of the scores that have been against the Burns Bronx, they might try to slow things down just a bit after the game starts, Taryn.
Yeah, sorry, Ernie. I was looking over. It looks like some of the Tigers are have to take off their black undershirts so that they can wear a white trimmed undershirt or no undershirt. So
that's right.
Sorry about that.
No, that's okay. Well, you know, these uniforms, the Tigers are wearing their new Kelly green uniforms, their travel uniforms, and the uniforms have the word Valley across the front for Lander Valley, of course. And for some folks not accustomed to the name of the school, they would think it's Valley High School in Lander, even though it's Lander Valley. But we got brand new uniforms there, and we're going to see if it's Plaisted or Hollingshead that comes out.
Looks like Plaisted, number 12.
Looks like Plaisted is going to be the fifth guy coming out. So that is going to be our starting lineup here against the Burns Bronx. And we'll have to wait till Burns is announced to see who their starters are going to be. So the Tigers coming out tonight, Finn McFadden is going to be one of our starters. Quincy Gwynna is going to be a starter. Porter Plaisted, a starter. Noah St. Clair and Keaton Iron Eyes. As we mentioned, McFadden scores at a 9-point-per-game clip. 12 points per game for Quincy Gwynna, Noah St. Clair, and Keaton Iron Eyes, and 5 points a game for Porter Plaisted. And in advance, I'm going to apologize to Keaton Iron Eyes. Last night, I kept calling him Ironside, and I really apologize for that. You know, it's that old TV show that, you see iron and you just go with what you remember. So here's the starters for Lander coming out. The 5'10" sophomore Finn McFadden, the 6' junior Quincy Gwynna, the 6'1" senior Porter Plaisted, the 6'2" junior Noah St. Clair, and the 5'11" senior Keaton Iron Eyes. Had a real nice visit with the Plaisted family last night during a break in one of the games. That was nice to get to know them just a little bit. Okay, Mason Terry is coming out. That number 3. Yeah, I can't see his number here.
Number 0.
Oh, number 0. Parker Osner is coming out. And then we have number 2, Bryce Haven coming out. And we have, what is that number?
Number 5.
Number 5, Hunter Munson.
Number 12.
Number 12, Mason Medley.
And number 25.
Number 25. Thank you, Taryn.
Boy, those aren't the most easy to see numbers, are they, Ernie?
Well, you know, they've got the little tiny ones in the front and they're orange against the white background. Not too bad. Better than some of the uniforms we've seen this year. So it's going to be the tall young man, Christian Genho, against Finn McFadden. There we go. Okay, and we are ready to jump, and it's going to be a re-jump because both players, well, actually, the kid from Burns didn't even jump, and McFadden, the ball went right back down to the floor. There's the tip to the Tigers, and Iron Eyes Keaton gets the ball. He comes down on the right-hand wing, hands it off to Gwynna. Now to McFadden in the middle of the lane, kicks it back out to Iron Eyes. He throws it out, and we have a travel. So a turnover right away by the Tigers will give Burns the first opportunity to dent the scoreboard here. Just underway in Douglas. Lander putting on full court pressure. Ball comes into Hansen. Hansen in the backcourt, and he's double teamed back there. There's a bounce pass that comes right back to Hansen. They get it in the forecourt. Underneath the basket, 2 points for Christian Genho, and Burns scores first in this game. Tigers come right back. Here's Playstead underneath to Noah St. Clair, who ties it up, and the Tigers answer, and it's 2-2. And Burns quickly down the court. Underneath, ball's taken away by the Tigers. A turnover underneath. Quincy Gwynna for 2. No, it rolls right off. But he gets his own rebound. Kicks it out to McFadden. Over in the corner now, Playstead has it to Iron Eyes. Iron Eyes in the middle of the paint. Kicks it out to McFadden. And nice basket by Finn McFadden. And the Tigers go on top for the first time tonight, 4-2. Hansen bringing it down court, off to Medley. Medley at the free throw line, now over to Haven. Haven throws the ball, and it's knocked out of bounds by the Tigers. So good defense so far for Lander. Boy, I like those new uniforms. Those are really sweet. Okay, here comes the inbounds pass from Hansen. Goes underneath to Genho, and he scores. He has all of Burns' points, and we're tied at 4. 6.5 minutes to go. First period of play. McFadden comes down court on the right wing, stops at the free throw line, kicks it in the corner to Playstead. From the paint, his shot is up and in. Porter Playstead with his first 2 points of the game, and Lander back out on top. And there we have a tie-up almost. Boy, that was lucky. Ostner got away from Gwynna that time. And Burns has the ball, bringing it down court. Medley stops on the baseline, kicks it out on top to Hansen. Hansen with it just outside the arc. Bounce pass over to Medley. Medley far side to Ostner. Ostner has the ball high above his head now. Fires it on top to Hansen. Hansen guarded by Gwynna. On the near side, goes to Ostner. Ostner, long passes tipped away, and the Lander Tigers get it. It's Gwynna, one-on-one. Shots up and good.
That should
by
be an assist.
Quincy.
That should be an assist by McFadden there. He tipped the ball clear from the three-point line to half court so Quincy could take it down for 2.
That was great play. 8-4, Lander with the early lead. Here's Hansen with the ball on top of the key, midway between the two lines. The bounce pass far side. Now back to Hansen. Hansen in the center it goes, and the ball's almost taken away. There's a shot up off the glass, not good. Tigers rebound. St. Clair gets the rebound off to McFadden. McFadden all the way to the free throw line, takes it up and in, but he travels, darn it. So that basket does not count. That was a good coast-to-coast move by McFadden.
Yeah, he's got himself in 5th gear already today, Ernie. He's bringing the ball. Oh, we got a guy tying his shoe, but they're not. Okay.
Yeah, the officials didn't see that. And there's a steal by Noah St. Clair. St. Clair down 3-on-2. Now it's full even, 5-on-5 underneath. Iron Eyes is going to be called, or draws the foul rather, and personal is going to go against the big guy, Genho, his first.
That's exactly what Coach Mullins asks of his team. Drive hard to the basket. Don't worry about contact. And then when you get there, deal with the contact and get the ball up on the glass.
Free throw is good. Nothing but nylon there for Iron Eyes, and Tigers are now up 9-4.
He's on an absolute mission this year, Ernie. He looks so determined.
And the second shot just as good as the first one. 10-4, Tigers have a 6-point lead. Lander putting on full court pressure against these Burns Broncs from down in southeast Wyoming, just east of Cheyenne. Long pass down court goes to Hansen. Hansen has the ball knocked away. Another turnover by the Lander Tigers, and bringing it down now. Gwynna for 3. It's an air ball. A little bit too much oomph on that. Hansen brings the ball back down and is tied up by Gwynna, but he gets away from it. Underneath the basket to Medley. Medley throws the ball out of bounds, or actually it was tipped out of bounds by Lander on a nice pass. Good defense by the Tigers to keep an easy score from happening. Bryce Hansen takes the ball out for the Bronx. They were in white uniforms with orange numbers and letters and black trim. Orange and black is the color of the Burns Bronx. Here we go now. Medley has it, gives it off to Hansen. Hansen underneath the basket, can't drive. There's a turnaround by Medley. No, and he's fouled by St. Clair. So Noah's going to pick up the first personal foul for Lander today, just the first team foul.
You can tell Medley has quite a bit of basketball experience. He caught the ball down there in the short corner and felt the double team come from the backside. Didn't worry about it, let it pass, and then stepped through for the nice move to get fouled for the free throws.
And he hits the first one. 10-5 now. Tigers are doubled up on the Bronx. Here's the next free throw, and this one is also good. So both teams 100% free throw shooting today. Both are 2 for 2. Here comes McFadden for Lander. Bounce pass over, far side. Goes to Hollingshead, who just came into the game. I didn't see him come into the game, but here he is. Replaced Playstead. Hollingshead on top of the key. Dribbles behind his back in the middle underneath. Iron Eyes for 2. Beautiful pass by St. Clair to Iron Eyes. Keaton now with 4 points in the game. Hunter Munson has the ball. Gives it off now to Oshner. Oshner on the right-hand wing.
Look at this Tiger team communicate with each other on defense, Ernie.
That is really spectacular. We didn't see that much last year. In the middle, Medley has it. Kicks it out to Oshner for 3. It's not good. Rebound by Iron Eyes. The shortest guy out there gets the rebound. He brings it down the court off to McFadden on the left wing. In the middle, St. Clair. St. Clair drives the baseline, and did he step out of bounds or was fouled? Oh, no, he was fouled, I believe.
Number 0.
Yeah, that was Oshner who gets the second team foul for the Burns Bronx. Now let's see, coming in is Caleb Larvey. Going out is Iron Eyes and Quincy Gwynna.
And Porter Playstead also.
Porter is back in the game. All right, here's the inbounds pass. Comes over to McFadden in the corner. Playstead underneath the basket. It will stay with Lander. It was intended for Larvey, but it got knocked out of there by Oshner. So the Tigers, it's 3 minutes, 6 seconds to go here in the first period, lead the game 12-6. The inbounds pass comes into St. Clair, and he jumped up and came right back down.
He said, I'm going to shoot. No, I'm going to dribble it last second.
So he got to travel. That's only, that's the 4th turnover by Lander. Full court pressure remains. Here's Medley with the ball. Over to Hansen, still in the backcourt. Hansen brings it down near the timeline, looking for some help. He gets it to Medley. Medley underneath. Shot is up and not good by Genho. Tigers get the rebound. They're on the run right now. Down is McFadden in the baseline. He stops, throws it, kicks it back out to Larvey. Larvey in the paint. Near side, Playstead for 3. It's a little bit long, not good. Rebound goes to Medley.
Wow, great
long outlet pass to Munson. Lays it up and in.
Beautiful pass from Medley. Full court baseball.
12-8. Lander with the lead. Lander Valley with the lead. The Tigers come down. McFadden off underneath the basket to Playstead.
That's too easy for the Tigers.
Great shot underneath by Noah St. Clair on the nice feed.
It's just surgical passing there by the Tigers.
And for Noah, he now has 4 points in the game. Still in the backcourt, there's a long pass down to Hansen. Hansen on the right side outside, midway between the two lines, kicks it out to Medley. Medley in the near side, Oshner underneath. There's a shot intended for Genho, and he puts it in. I said intended for because it went over his head, but then he grabbed it, turned around, and hit. 4-point lead by Lander, 14-10. Minute 44 to go here, first period from the Douglas Classic at Bearcat Gym. Playstead on the left wing. In the middle it goes to Larvey. In the corner, Paxton Hollingshead. Shot is a little bit long, not good. Rebounded by Oshner for the Burns Bronx. And the ball is tipped away. Another turnover all alone is Finn McFadden for 2. Well, that was a great defensive play that time as the ball was knocked away from Burns as they came down the court right into the hands of McFadden, who raced to the basket and put it in for 2. Minute 19 to go, period 1, 16-10. We'll be right back. Lander with the lead.
For a place A people, an idea, for right and freedom, for liberty and justice for all. For every square inch between fruited plains and spacious skies. Marines fight to win. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
Ernie over and Taryn Debley back with you. Minute 19 to go in period number 1. Lander with a 6-point lead over the Burns Bronx. Burns will bring the wrong sport, Ernie, will bring the basketball down the court. It's Parker Oshner who has it. He loses the ball momentarily, picks it back up, kicks it over to Hansen. Hansen back to Oshner, who wanted to tie a 3, but he didn't. In the paint now, here is Medley. Turnaround jump shot is not good. High for the rebound is St. Clair. Noah brings it down the court, takes it all the way down, lays it up. No, too strong. Not good. Lander is fighting for the rebound. Paxton Hollinghead gets it, but throws it away. So Burns stopped the Lander score there. Oshner brings it down on the right wing, down to Hansen. Hansen down on the baseline, brings it out a few steps, looking for some help. On top now to Munson on the near side and underneath to Gosner. No, basket is not good. It's too short. Hollingshead with the rebound for the Tigers. Off to St. Clair at the free throw line to Iron Eyes for 3. It's off the back of the iron.
Oh, great rebound.
Goes to Hollingshead. Noah St. Clair now back to Plaisted. Over on the near side, Hollingshead has it. Back to Iron Eyes again for another 3 attempt. This one is not good. Rebound, great rebound by Plaisted. Tigers still have it. Here's St. Clair underneath to Iron Eyes at the end of the period. They just ran out of time. So after one period, Lander Valley Tigers 16 and the Burns Bronx have 10.
We believe that everyone deserves a second chance, including us. Hi, I'm Brian Robacher, CEO of Atlantic City Federal Credit Union. And if we said no to you in the past, I'm asking you for a second chance too. In the midst of everything happening, we are committed now more than ever to second chances and when it comes to your finances. An auto loan for your new car, business loans, home loans, and more. Give Atlantic City Federal Credit Union a second chance to give you a second chance. We've been helping our community thrive since 1964, and now it's your turn. Visit AtlanticCity.coop to apply today. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union, federally insured by the NCUA.
I think. Where's the ball at?
It's right down here. It looks like the referee's having a nice little game with a little guy in the front row.
Oh, there he is. Yeah, he handed the ball off to that little kid. Yeah. Okay, on the floor now, the Tigers have Hollingshead, St. Clair, Iron Eyes, Larvie, and Porter Plaisted. Okay, for the Tigers, they're going to go into a little defense here. Let's see if it's still man for man or not. Here's, it's going to be man for man. There's the inbounds pass. Comes to Munson. Munson on top of the key, Hansen. Hansen, right wing in the corner to Medley. Medley. He's finally gets away from the Tigers' Iron Eyes on top to Haven. Haven guarded very closely by Plaisted. Haven still has the ball in the middle. It goes to Genho. His shot's not good, and it'll stay with Burns as Lander was the last to touch it. I think Hollingshead was the last one who had his paws on it. Inbound pass goes to Medley. Medley out here to Oshner. Oshner wanted a 3 but didn't take it. He's at the free throw line. Hands it behind him now to Medley. Medley on the left wing tries to drive toward the baseline. Underneath, there's a wide open shot that's good by Hunter Munson. Now with 4 points in the game, and it's 16-12. 4-point lead by Lander Valley. Down court, here's Iron Eyes. Hands it off to Plaisted, and the ball's knocked out of bounds. Nice defensive by Munson. Tigers have got to be crisp with their passing today. And we have Finn McFadden coming back into the game along with Quincy Gwynna. Gwynna has it now. on the left side outside. In the corner, Ionize over to McFadden, drives the baseline, short jumper rolls off, rebounded by St. Clair, who responds with 2. 6 points in the game now by Noah St. Clair, and the Tigers have a held ball, and it'll go to Lander. Oh, that was great hustle that time by Ionize.
Yeah, all 5 Lander Tigers sprinting back in transition, and that's what you love to see if you're a head coach.
6:42 to go until halftime. Lander by 6, 18-12. Here's Plaisted over to McFadden. McFadden on top of the arc, back to Plaisted. He can't penetrate, so over to Ionize from the corner, and the ball gets away, rebounded by McFadden for Lander. So the Tigers get an offensive board. Here's Gwynna in the corner on the near side. Out to Plaisted. Plaisted drives the baseline.
Holy cow.
Holy wacko. He was got a little contact there. No whistle. Here's Ionize underneath the basket to Plaisted for 3. It's a little long. Not good. Rebound, pull down, long pass down court. Goes to Osner. His 3 is off. Not good.
Ooh.
Rebound and a foul on Lander under the basket on the rebound. I think that Medley drew the foul that time.
Yep.
And the personal. Who'd they whistle that against?
They got that for Ionize. I'm guessing this is going to be a shove, a little shove in the back on the shot.
Here's the free throw that goes in. So Munson scores. No, that's not Munson. That's 12. Medley, I'm sorry. He hits the first free throw. 18-13, 5-point lead by Lander. 5:55 to go here, first half. Burns hanging tough here with the Tigers. Next shot is up, and this one, no, not good. Rebound goes to the Tigers. With it is Hollingshead. He has it on top of the key. Back over to Quincy for 3. It's off the back of the iron, not good. Tigers have missed their last 4 3-point shots. Down court is Hansen. Hansen in the lane, under the basket, shoots and scores. Bryce Hansen, that was almost a coast-to-coast, and it's a 3-point lead by Lander, 18-15. McFadden over to Quincy. Gwynna, now underneath it goes. Tiger turnaround by Hollingshead is good.
Much needed basket there by the Tigers to slow this run down.
Yeah, they sure did. Hansen brings it down all the way for the Burns Bronx. Stops, puts up a 4-footer, and it's good. Hansen with 4 points in the game, 5 minutes to go, 20-17. Lander with the lead. Ionize to Gwynna. Gwynna on the right wing, on the far side now to McFadden. Back to Gwynna on this side. Gwynna back to McFadden. Now over to Ionize. He's going to try a 3 again. This one goes in. Well, that broke the streak there. And now 7 points by Keaton Ionize. 23, and there's the ball on the ground, picked up though by the Burns Bronx, tipped away.
Let's go.
Another turnover. Lander has it. 2-on-2. McFadden off the glass. Oh, in and out. Not good, but the rebound goes to Plaisted, or to Hollingshead. Over to Ionize. Far side corner, Gwynna. Nice board there that time by the Tigers. Here's McFadden in the middle. Gwynna in the paint, kicks it out to Ionize for 3. This one's too long, rebounded by the Tigers. 2 offensive boards on this trip down the floor. In the middle, Ionize back to 3-point land again. No, rebounded, and a foul on the back is going to be called against Finn McFadden.
Yeah, I was wondering when we were going to see an on the back foul there. All 3 Tigers, well, all the offensive rebounds really have come from the backside. And the Tigers have done a great job walling down the Bronx under the hoop. But that time was just a little too much contact. Have to agree with that one.
And Burns takes the ball out of bounds. Mason Medley with it. They had a couple of new players come in. Here's Chavez. Chavez brings the ball down all the way. Off in the corner, it goes to Munson. Munson, turnaround jump shot, not good. Rebound on the floor. Munson tries again, not good. Tigers, 3 underneath the boards, gets the rebound. St. Clair down to Gwynna, over to Plaisted in the corner. Hollingshead on top, Gwynna. Near side, McFadden for three. It's just off. Rebounded by Playstead. Tigers keep the ball. Playstead on the left-hand wing. Underneath the basket in the lane it goes. Almost a travel there. Here's a shot up by Hollingshead that goes off. Not good. It went in and came right back out. 23-17. 3:15 to go here in the first half. Lander with a lead over the Burns Bronx. Into the game is a number I don't have, a 45. I'm sorry, don't have that number. Okay, well, there's a turnaround jumper by Munson, and he draws the foul.
Man, the Bronx have done a great job holding the Tigers only shooting contested jump shots right now, and it's really paying off. They're coming down, running their offense, looking for the right shot, and they've really pounded the ball inside to the two big guys, and here we go again, another pair at the free throw line.
Munson 3 for 4. Now 4 for 5. He's got all of his points from the free throw line.
Yeah, they've really, the game plan for Burns is pretty obvious. Get it to Medley and get it to Gano down low just to draw some contact and draw fouls, and it's worked.
23-18, now 23-19. Whistle, and we have a timeout called by Burns. So let's take this timeout. 3 minutes to go. Lander 23, Burns 19.
Northern Arapahoe Propane and Solid Waste. Proudly rooted in the local community, supporting Fremont County year-round. Your preferred supplier serving enrolled and non-enrolled members. For more information, call 307-463-4185.
Living well isn't just about things. It's about the things that matter. Your family, your friends, and your health. For decades, Sage West Healthcare has been committed to improving the health and care of our communities. Today, we're investing more in our communities, in our people, in advanced medical technologies, and in specialized facilities, so access to better care is close to you and the things that matter most. Sage West Healthcare. Be well, live well. That's why we're here.
Lander has led since the early stages. Burns took a 2-0 lead. Lander tied it up. Burns went 4-2, and then since then it's been all Lander. 3 minutes to go here until halftime, 23-19, and Darren and I were just talking about how Burns has really improved their play from their previous games here at the Douglas tournament. So McFadden will bring it down into the forecourt for the Tigers, off to Gwynna. Lander's been taking an inordinate number of long shots, and they haven't been hitting. We've only had 1 3. Here's Playstead underneath to the Tigers, and they throw it away. That's a turnover, Lander. That's the 6th turnover by the Tigers. And Burns will have it out. Ostner back in the game, along with Hansen. Hansen in the backcourt. 2.5 minutes to go here in the first half. Hansen brings it all the way down, does a 360 move, trying to back his way into the lane, bounces it over, and there's a turnover.
Nice defense by Quincy there.
Yeah, very good defense by Gwynna. 2.5 minutes to go here, first half of play. 23-19, Lander by 4. Here's McFadden. Over to Playstead in the middle, back out to McFadden over the line, or the arc, I mean. McFadden in the lane, puts a shot up and he gets it. 6th point of the game for Finn McFadden. Goes 25-19, 2 minutes to go now until halftime. Ostner brings it down, off to Medley. Back to Ostner. Ostner guarded really closely by McFadden. Here's the ball, gets away. They pick it back up. Medley in the lane, turns around, tries to shoot, can't, gives it over to Hansen from the lane. His shot is not good. Rebounded by Gwynna for the Tigers. Gwynna comes back the other way. Little run here. Stops, settles up. They set their offense. Playstead on the left wing outside, in the middle, Hollingshead. And he tries to get a bounce pass through the lane. That very rarely works.
Ooh.
Now here's St. Clair in the middle of the lane.
Nice
Stops, off the glass, yes. 2 points, Noah St. Clair.
Well, the Tigers clearly have an advantage inside, but Burns has done a really good job of just slowing the pace of the game down and forcing the Tigers to play in their conditions.
27-19, 8-point lead by the Lander Valley Tigers. There's Genho. He comes up to the high post now. Underneath, ball's knocked away. Oh, he traveled. And the ball is rebounded, knocked away. It'll stay with Burns. Boy, that was a nice couple of hops there that Genho had.
Yeah.
Officials didn't catch it, though. They were kind of out of position. So the officials will now give the ball to Hansen, who will bring it in for the Burns Bronx. Here's the inbounds pass to Genho. His shot's not good. Rebounded by the Tigers, and we have a palming the ball. 7th turnover by Lander. 6. Tell you, you got going too fast that time.
Yeah.
Noah did.
He tried to dribble it before he had full control, and I think that's what got him with the palming. But, yeah, I mean, Noah, he's known to grab a rebound, go coast to coast himself, so definitely not discouraged by that.
Under a minute in the first half. Here's Hansen. Bounce pass on the near side to Osner for 3. It's in and out, not good. Rebounded by St. Clair for the Tigers.
Oh, here he goes.
Noah comes back down all the way on the left-hand wing, and he travels again.
Oh, no, he just, good or bad, he always just brings a little smile to my face. He, it's all out of just pure hustle and effort. He's trying his hardest out there, but just slow your roll a little bit. Let's get into our offense, get a good shot.
It looked like he was in the lane going for a, one-handed layup, but he was way on the outside. So, all right, underneath the Medley. Medley has the ball on the left-hand wing, 24 seconds to go. They might be going for the last shot here on the Oshner on top of the key. Over to Hansen. Hansen gets some direction from his coach. 12 seconds to go. We're going to get a
5-second call here. Oh, nope, there's a tip.
The tip, so they don't get the over and back. 6 seconds to go. Whistle. And a foul on Noah St. Clair. Off away from the ball. I tell you, Burns only has had 2 personal fouls called against him, and Lander has 5. They're really hustling in there, but getting in the way. Timeout called by Burns with 5 seconds to go. 27-19, Lander with the lead.
Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
Your tax pros at 672 West Main Street in Lander, Wyoming can handle all your tax needs. Whatever your situation, we know what to do. Call 307-856-2256 today to schedule an appointment. H&R Block is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
When repairs...
Ernie over, Taryn Debley back with you from Douglas. Lander with an 8-point lead, 27-19, 5 seconds to go in the first half. Burns will have the last shot here, perhaps. Here's Hansen on top of the key. Over to Osner for 3. It's blocked. And there's the end of the period. Basket is not good as they got the tip. And the second period has ended. Lander has 27 points, and the Burns Bronx have 19. So Burns picks up 9 points in that quarter, and the Tigers have 11. So just outscoring the Bronx by 2. We'll be back with our United States Marine Corps halftime show right after we listen to these.
You expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunner's Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunner's Automotive, 856-2288.
Shoshone Rose Casino and Hotel is proud to support youth sports in Fremont County. Enjoy a meal at the Deca Gai He restaurant. Deca Gai He is Shoshone for the eating house. Open daily from 7:30 a.m. until 9 p.m. Try a weekend getaway with the family in one of their comfortable, pet-friendly guest rooms and enjoy the heated swimming pool. Book online at ShoshoneRose.com and remember to support Fremont County youth sports. Go team!
The staff and board of the Fremont County Fair wish to thank everyone who attended the fair this year. Whether you enjoyed Family Day, a night event, entered a craft, or showed livestock, thanks for all your efforts. Stay tuned for a bigger and better Fremont County Fair next year.
Snyder Signature Properties would like to give a huge shout out to the local sports of Fremont County. They are here to support your team and your local home real estate needs. Call today to see how Snyder Signature Properties can help you buy and sell your next property. Good luck to all Fremont County athletes.
Don't leave your future up in the air. Always wear a seatbelt and reduce your risk of death of serious injury in a crash by almost 50%. Buckle up, Wyoming.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube, oil, and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
Hey guys, this is Nick Haskell, and here at Haskell's Furniture and Flooring, we have the best brands. With our size, we are able to shop for you. We're able to choose the top products from the best companies. We carry Lazy Boy, Tempur-Pedic, Ashley, Sealy, Serta, and more. With our variety, we can make sure we're a one-stop shop for all of your home furnishing needs. Come in today to one of our locations in Cody, Lovell, Worland, and Riverton, where we have the best prices and a better service.
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
Good news, DUI crashes and deaths are falling in Fremont County.
We're doing better, but even one death on our roads from impaired driving, we take personally.
We started the Fremont County DUI Task Force 2 years ago because we're losing too many friends, family members, and community members to impaired driving.
So we've joined forces to work together to find and stop impaired drivers in Fremont County, wherever they are.
And we're making an impact, but we need your help.
If your summer activities involve alcohol, plan ahead and make good choices.
Drink responsibly, designate a sober driver, or call Safe Ride.
And don't let your friends drive impaired either, even if you have to take their keys and find them a safe ride home.
Let's all look out for each other and keep everybody safe. Remember,
don't risk it. Drive sober.
Lander Valley with a 27-19 lead over the Burns Broncs here at halftime at the Bearcat Gym in Douglas. Finn McFadden with 6 points for the Tigers. Keaton Iron Eyes has 7, 8 points by Noah St. Clair, and then 2 points each for Quincy Gwynna, Porter Playstead, and Paxton Hollingshead. The scoring for the Tigers still pretty even. But we were talking during the break, Taryn, that Tigers were taking way too many outside shots and not. They only hit one.
Yeah.
1-3, and I don't know how many they put up, but it was a bunch.
Well, every now and then you'll see a team on defense go to a zone to almost tempt you or dare you into shooting the three-point shot. And, for the defense gives you a rebounding advantage too. So if the Tigers, think about it. If you're not going to hit the wide open threes, then we shouldn't be shooting threes at all. And when our advantage is clearly in the paint. So I think that'll be the second half adjustment that the coaching staff makes. And, you can see them over there on the bench, and they know it's hard to argue with wide open shots, but if you're not going to hit them, then we got to move on to something else.
Move on to something else, as you like to say that Coach Mullins likes the team to drive in the paint and get those shots from underneath. For the Burns Bronx, Christian Genho leads their scoring with 6 points. Mason Medley has 5, all from the free throw line. 4 points each by Hunter Munson and Bryce Hansen. So halftime score 27-19, and we'll be back with more on our U.S. Marine Corps halftime show after we take this time out.
Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton makes your pizza to order. Order online at papamurphys.com or in store. Delicious, fresh-made pizza just the way you want it. Papa Murphy's is a proud supporter of our local Fremont County student athletes.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
Riverton Blodorn Lumber is proud to support youth sports. Experience the Blodorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blodorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blodorn Lumber.
Ernie Over and Taryn Deblade. We're just talking a little bit of strategy. Taryn, what do you think the keys to the game are for the second half for the Tigers?
I think the Tigers have to really manage their pace of play and can control the tempo of the game. Burns is a little bit of an undersized team, so they've kind of pulled themselves into a zone. And if you're the Tigers and you can't score on the first look in transition, then you have to pull the ball out, run your zone offense, whether that be flip-flop or gator, and then get right into getting the ball back inside the paint. If you resign yourself to shooting these, like we were saying, earning these tempting three-pointers, you can really shoot yourself out of the game.
And the Tigers have only hit one tray in the game, and they've had multiple, probably a dozen attempts. I haven't been keeping a shot chart here, but that would be my guess. 27-19. On the U.S. Marine Corps halftime show, we're in Douglas, Wyoming, and against the Burns Bronx, 27-19. And Burns has done a good job. They've been blown out of every game they've played here by 40, 50 points, and they have really slowed the pace down here to keep in reach with the Tigers.
Yeah. They've really done a good job of just slowing the game down and forcing the Tigers to play their style of basketball. And if you can do that to your opponents, you will find success. It might not always turn out the outcome or the score that you want, but yeah, the Burns team has, like you said, they've just been kind of throttled so far this weekend, and maybe shell shocked, but they're right here. They're only down 8 going into the second half, Ernie.
Lander took their time at halftime. They came out of the locker room with about 90 seconds to go here. They're now huddling, and I see we've got Keaton Iron Eyes, Porter Playstead. We have Noah St. Clair, Quincy Gwynna, and McFadden out on the floor for the Lander Tigers. And we have Hunter Munson, Parker Osner. We have Bryce Hansen, Christian Genho, and Mason Medley out there for the Burns Bronx. Burns has the ball to start the third period of play, and it's Hansen on top of the key. Far side outside it goes to Osner. Now here to Genho. Near side to Medley. Whistle, and we have a player control foul against Burns.
That's a good start for the Tigers.
Yeah, and that will turn the ball over, and that goes against Hansen, his first personal foul, or Munson, I'm sorry, his first personal foul. Here's Iron Eyes, has the ball knocked away from him, picked up by Burns. Burns on the fast break at the free throw line. Osner tries a shot, not good, off to the left, rebounded by St. Clair. Here's Playstead on the baseline for the Tigers. Underneath, Noah St. Clair for two. Noah now with double digits, 10 points in the game, and it's a 10-point lead, largest of the game by Lander, 29-19. Down court on the right wing, there's Munson with the basketball. Munson tries to get it away to Genho, and he does, over to Osner underneath the basket now. They better get out of there. Whistle, and the ball was kicked. It'll stay. Oh, wait, do we have a foul?
No, I think you're right.
It was kicked,
kicking,
yeah.
Yep.
Ball was kicked, so it's a violation there that will keep the ball with the Burns Bronx. 6:59 to go. We played 1 minute of the third quarter. Inbounds to Genho. The quick shot is up and in.
How about that inbounds play?
Tell you what, Genho's a big, tall young man, and they just got it right to him, and he poked it in. Here's Playstead on the far side outside. The ball's knocked away, picked up by Gwynna. Off to McFadden, back in the forecourt again. Thank goodness that was tipped. Or it would have been an over and back. In the middle it goes Iron Eyes. Back in the corner. Playstead for three. Got it!
Now there's an open three that goes down, Ernie. Just like we were talking about. They got to shoot more threes.
That's
no,
right.
Just kidding. Just teasing.
32-21, 6:20 to go. There's this turnover in the middle of the lane. McFadden has it all the way down off the glass. No, not good. Rebound goes back to the Tigers. Iron Eyes has it on top to Gwynna in the lane from 5 feet. No, that bounced just a little bit too long. Coming away is Genho with the basketball. Quickly down court to Hansen. Hansen tries the 360, and the ball's knocked away from him. Picked up by Medley. Medley at the baseline from 7 is good. So Medley gets his basket, and it's a 32-23, 9-point lead. Here's McFadden all the way down off the glass and in for Finn. Great drive by McFadden. 34-23. The pace of play is picked up a little bit here, Taryn. And we go now to Munson. Munson in the middle, Medley. His shot is up and in. And all of a sudden, we're having baskets on each end of the floor, 34-25. Here's McFadden for the Tigers, the sophomore, off to the senior Iron Eyes. Iron Eyes in the corner, left wing, Playstead under to Noah St. Clair, and he's fouled. You know, Noah's right under the basket, and that ball shot way up in the air. Obviously, he got whacked on the hand, so Noah will go to the free throw line. Second personal foul on Genho. St. Clair has 10 points in the game. This is his first free throw, and it's good.
And he's got the coolest looking shoes on the court.
Yeah, he's got those green, kind of a Kelly green shoe with chrome heels. Never seen a shoe like that.
It's like almost like a bumper, chrome bumper on those
it's almost
things.
like a chrome bumper. And he gets the second one. So 12 points in the game now, and it's 36-25. 5 minutes to go, third period of play. Lander against Burns. Here's the inbounds play down to Osner in the forecourt on the near wing. Osner double teamed, breaks that, looking for some help, and it's almost stolen away. Underneath, there's a shot up, off, not good. Rebounded by Gwynna for Lander. Gwynna brings it all the way down, stops outside the free throw line to Iron Eyes. Underneath it goes to Noah St. Clair. He is held before the shot.
I think the two big guys, number 12 and Noah St. Clair, I think they just got their arms tangled up on the pass, and he had no choice but to just wrap him up. I think he would have fell down.
Yeah, that was like a bear hug.
Yeah, it was.
First foul on Chavez.
No malice.
Inbounds. There's Iron Eyes from the lane for two.
Nice.
Keaton Iron Eyes has 11 points in the game now. Two Tigers in double figures. 4.5 minutes to go. Third period. 38-25. Lander's largest lead of the game. Long pass down court goes to Munson. Munson to 31. Chavez. Chavez to Oshner. Back to Chavez. Chavez on top of the key. Long pass on the near side to Munson. Shot is up, off, not good. Rebounded by Iron Eyes for the Tigers. Here come the green and white. Finn McFadden has it all the way in the lane, off the glass and in.
Attaboy, Finn.
Oh, boy, he has 10 points now. 3 Tigers in double figures. Ostner bringing the ball down the court with 4 minutes to go. We're halfway through the third period. Goes over to Hansen. Hansen throws the ball away, and it's a turnover, and Lander will have it in the backcourt.
Well, and they're quickly out to a 15-point advantage, Ernie, after some sharp defense and some particularly fast offense.
Yeah, the pace of play has really picked up here, much to the dismay of the Burns Bronx, I think. 3:45 to go in the third. Pass over to Iron Eyes on the left wing corner. Now back over the far side to Hollingshead. Over to Plaisted for 3. Got it again. Parker Plaisted with his second three-pointer, 43-25. Tigers starting to pull away. Almost an over and back. There's Genho to Chavez. Now goes to Medley. Medley on top of the arc on the near side to Munson. Munson far side outside. Chavez back to Medley. In the middle of the lane, ball gets away. Shots up, not good. And Lander comes away with it. A lot of contact that time, but no call. And here is Iron Eyes down for the Tigers all the way in the corner on the right-hand wing. Now McFadden drives at the free throw line, gets it off to Plaisted. This one doesn't go. He's gotten 2 of his last 3 from outside, 43-25. Lander with the big lead here at the Douglas Classic. Burns with the ball. Oshner has it, far side on top to Chavez. Chavez back to Oshner. In the middle it goes. Munson has it. Now Chavez tries a three-pointer, and it's off the back of the iron, and Finn McFadden gets the boards for the Tigers. Down court, Iron Eyes in the lane, pops it up. Oh, my gosh, what a play that was. He just flipped it up in the air, and it went in. 2:17 to go, 20-point lead. There's a steal by the Lander Tigers in the backcourt. Iron Eyes again, and he's fouled as he goes to the basket.
We're starting to see some of the inexperience from the Burns Bronx now. They're totally getting sped up by the Lander full court pressure defense, and here we go again. Iron Eyes going to the free throw line. Now Tigers are up 20 just like that, Ernie.
2 for 2 from the line is Keaton in the game today. 2:10 to go, third period. Shot's good. He's 3 for 3. Now let's see. He has 11, 13, 14 points, going for 15 here by Keaton Iron Eyes.
We're going to get some new guys in the game. Number 4, Darian Herford, the junior guard, and 35, Caleb Larvey, the senior guard. They replaced Plaisted and Finn McFadden. Oh, and we've also got Quincy come back into the game, and he replaced Noah Sinclair.
Quincy Gwynna in. Here's the shot by Iron Eyes. That rolls off. Not good. Rebound goes to the Burns Bronx. With it is Haven. Haven getting a lot of hassle in the backcourt there, but he finally gets it inbounds. Hansen all the way in the corner, and that is Chavez down there. Oh, ball almost got away. Medley on top of the key. On the right side, outside it goes. And I don't have a number 21 on my roster.
I don't have it either.
Yeah, so we got the 21 and a 45 out there we don't have names for.
A couple new guys, yeah.
Couple new guys, yeah, coming off the bench. That was almost a 5-second hold there as Medley gets it over to Haven on the far side outside. Back to Medley. A little jumper from the lane, not good. Rebounded by Caleb Larvey. Larvey off to Hollingshead. In the corner, Gwynna under the basket to Herford. Herford at the baseline, kicks it over to Iron Eyes. From the middle of the lane, 2 more for Keaton.
Man, he's got that nice-looking jumper working today, Ernie.
It's a nice soft one, too, and it just goes right in.
Oh, and they just throw it right to the Tigers.
And they threw it right to Iron Eyes, so a turnover. Iron Eyes all the way now underneath the Herford. His shot is not good, rebounded by Hollingshead, and we have a foul, I think, on Paxson.
Yeah, he came flying in from the top of the key for that rebound and absolutely bodied number 12 of the Bronx. It looks like he may have twisted his ankle, Ernie. Hopefully he's a good player.
Medley coming off the floor.
He's a nice looking player.
Yeah, he's got pink tennis shoes too. He has the fashion alongside and there's the long pass down court. It'll stay with the Bronx as it was last touched by Paxson.
A little bit of a whirlwind here in the third quarter.
Underneath a minute to go now, and Burns wants to talk about it. Lander 48, Burns 25. Under a minute to go, third period. We'll be right back.
Proud to support Fremont County sports teams. Enjoy bold Mexican flavors that'll have your taste buds shouting "Olé!" Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for updates on events and food truck locations.
B&M Septic and Excavation offers prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports.
Exploding at 200 miles per hour. Airbags pack a punch. Until age 13, stay buckled up in the back seat. Buckle up, Wyoming. It's the law.
And we've got just about, 54 seconds to go here in the third period. Lander up by 23 points, 48-25. And it'll be Burns' ball in their own underneath the Lander basket. Here's the inbounds pass by 21. Comes over to Hansen. Sorry, we don't have 21 or 45's name. They're not in either roster that we have here. So now we have 25 Genho on the high post underneath the 21. Shot's not good. Rebound goes to the Tigers. With it is Hollingshead. Down court to Larvey. Larvey at the baseline. Over in the corner to Herford. Drives the baseline. Kicks it out to Hollingshead in the middle of the lane. Lost the ball. Gwynna picks it up for two. Quincy gets his second basket of the game, and he now has 4 points. There's a block shot. Oh, nice block by Rivera. Rivera, who came into the game, gets a block shot underneath the basket on the fast break by the Burns Bronx. Down to 16 seconds to go here. Third period of play. Hansen with the inbound, knocked away. Nice defense that time by Larvey. So Burns continues with the basketball. Inbounds. There's a shot. Oh, that one goes in. Nice shot that time. Yep. And that was by Hunter Munson. He now has 6 points in the game. And the ball's knocked out of bounds on the inbounds by the Bronx. 7 seconds to go. Lander 50, Bronx 27. Here's the inbounds pass. Here's Herford. Herford brings it all the way down. 4 seconds to go. Quincy has it. No, shot is not good, and that's where the third period will end. Lander Tigers had a good quarter that time.
Yes, they did. They
have 50 points in the game, and the Burns Bronx have 27. Burns only scored 8 points in that period, and Lander scored, 18. So, well, we'll be back with the final 8 minutes after this.
Detailing done different can protect your vehicle with S-Tech's Action Series, Carbon or Smart Series ceramic tint, plus premium ceramic coatings for maximum UV and heat protection. All backed by a lifetime warranty. Expect expert detailing to make any ride look brand new. Call 307-851-5158 today. Detailing done different.
8 minutes to go in the game. Lander 50, Burns 27 on our Ranger Printer scoreboard, and Lander has the ball to start the final 8 minutes of play. Here's Herford on the far side outside, Darian Herford. Over to Gwynna, back to Darian Herford. Over to Rivera. Rivera back to Herford. He launches a three, and it's an air ball. But the ball is knocked out of bounds off Burns, so Lander will control. Nice play by Gwynna to knock that ball off of one of the...
Referees are going to give him a second there. It looks like he took it in the not-so-friendly
area,
region.
huh? Yep, okay. Here's the inbounds pass. Hollingshead for three.
Bucket.
Nails it. Hollingshead gets his first three of the game. He has 5 in the game now.
Well, the Tigers must have heard our halftime show, Ernie, and said, screw that. We're going to start bombing from deep.
That's right. Well, they're hitting them this half,
yes,
so that makes a difference. 53-27. Burns having trouble getting the ball to an open man. Is knocked away. Turnover. Lander with it again. Long pass down court. Hollingshead in the lane. Off the glass. 2 more. Hollingshead with 2 more. He's got 5 points now in the first few seconds here of the final quarter. Almost stolen away at half court. Oshner brings it down for the Bronx. Over to Hansen. Hansen on top of the arc. Back over to Munson. Munson in the middle of the key. It goes to Medley. Glad to see he's back out there without too much damage. And there's a turnover. Sealed by the Tigers. Down to Darian Herford. Herford goes across the end line and crashes into the fortunately padded wall there.
Yeah, there's not much room for error there on the end of the baseline.
No, there isn't.
Bam.
6:40 to go. Here's underneath the basket.
Charge.
Oh,
Yep.
We've got a player control foul.
Oh, and the bench of the Tigers loves to see that. I wish I would have got that on camera. That's a huge staple of all of Coach Mullins' teams is taking charges. It's such a momentum play and really just ignites your team and your crowd.
Medley with his, that was 12. That's his 3rd personal foul on Medley. Tigers have the ball. Gwynna with it in the forecourt. In the corner, Rivera. Teddy passes it over now to Gwynna. Herford, Darian Herford. Darian with the ball back to Gwynna and has it knocked away. All alone, Munson lays it up and gets the 2 points. He now has 8 in the game. Again, a lazy pass that time, intercepted by the Tigers. Those passes have to be crisp. Here's Darian Herford now on the far side outside, midway between the 2 lines to Hollingshead on top. Back to Herford, to Hollingshead, over to Larvey. In the middle of the lane, Hollingshead, just missed the roll. Rebounded there by Medley. Medley, 2-on-3 break. Lander had the defensive numbers, and the inbounds pass to Genho in the corner. There's a shot. Medley in and out. Not good. Rebounded by Genho. Not good. Knocked out of bounds, and it'll stay with Burns.
Boy, Genho is an excellent offensive rebounder. He really fights for position, gets his, if someone's blocking him out, he just shoves him right under the basket, which is, what your coach teaches you to do. And he's had looks like we're going to have a timeout here. But, yeah, Genho, he's a great offensive rebounder.
As the Tigers make a big substitution, and we'll tell you all about it right after we listen to this.
Has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, community health centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
5 minutes, 30 seconds to go in the game. Lander 55, Burns 29. Shot from the corner goes up and in. It'll be a 2-pointer for Mason Medley now with 11 points in the game for the Bronx. 24-point lead. Here's the Tigers down court. Iron Eyes has it underneath the basket to Hollingshead for 2 more. Well, Paxson, boy, he's put in 7 points in this period. He's got 9 overall. Paxson really being in the right place at the right time. There's a pass underneath. And a foul is going to be called on Paxson as he came on the back of Genho. Not a shooting foul, though. So Burns takes it out with 5 minutes to go here in the game. Lander looking to sweep all the games they've had here in the Douglas Classic. There's still 5 minutes to play in this one, though. So there's Genho, loses the ball out of bounds. Turnover. and it'll go to the Tigers. 57-31, Lander with the lead. McFadden brings the ball down court for the green-clad Tigers to Iron Eyes. Across the court to Noah St. Clair. Back to McFadden. St. Clair in the corner, the near side. To Iron Eyes in the lane. Back to Noah St. Clair for a short jumper. It was too short. Didn't have much oomph on it. And the ball was kicked by Burns. Lander will have it underneath the Burns basket.
Yeah, we're going to have an accidental kick by Genho there, so Tigers will retain possession under their basket.
Noah just had that ball in perfect position, but it was a little oomph shot. Oh. Well, there's Rivera gets the ball. Now over to McFadden. McFadden, a little jumper, rolls off. Tip is up good by Paxton Hollings.
Man, he's had a great, he's had a coming-of-age party this weekend, Ernie. He's played excellent here in Douglas.
Really has. And it goes 59-31. Medley with the ball in the lane. Shoots. Oh. It's an air ball, but he's fouled.
Well, and right as we give him the compliment.
Sing his praises.
Yep.
Hollingshead gets his second foul.
But keep in mind, Hollingshead has also been tasked with every time he's stepped on the court, he's guarding the other team's best player, and that's not an easy task. And to have tons of offensive rebounds and hit a few open threes, I mean, he's really stepped up as a huge piece of the Tigers team this year.
Free throw is not good. And that's a good point, Taryn. Next one, he gets 1 of 2. So Lander now with the ball, 4 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the game. Big lead for the Tigers, 59-32. McFadden, far side over to Iron Eyes. He takes a 3 and gets it. Keaton Iron Eyes, that's his second 3 of the game. And it's 62-32, 30-point bulge for the Tigers. Far side is Osner. Underneath the basket, nice offensive play there by Genho, and he has 10 points in the game. 62-34, 3 minutes, 35 seconds to go. Here's Iron Eyes. He tries it again, and he misses this time. The tip is right there, but not good by McFadden. Just a little bit too strong. The ball comes back out to McFadden. Now Rivera in the middle of the lane, kicks out to McFadden. McFadden at the free throw line, almost lost the ball to Iron Eyes. Iron Eyes walks it back on top of the arc now.
Look at that composure by the Tigers.
They
said, we don't have a good look. Let's just start over.
Here's Iron Eyes from 7. No, tip is not good. Rebound goes to Munson for Burns Bronx. He gives it off to Medley. Glad to see Medley back out there. He had a little twisted ankle here earlier in the game and left the game. Underneath the basket, and we have a timeout called by Burns Bronx as the Tiger defense was about to get another turnover. 2:52 to go. Lander 62, Burns 34.
Visit Lander Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
The choice.
Well, we've got time running out on the Burns Bronx. They trail 62-34. And there's only, let's see, how much time left? Under 3 minutes to go. Boy, that's a loud buzzer. A good thing, too, because when this gym is packed, like it was this morning, Douglas Bearcats lost to Lovell by 2. Here we go. Burns with it. Ball gets away. Turnover for the Bronx. Now turnover by Lander. Underneath, 21 scores and is fouled. Don't have a number or a name for 21, but he's one of the shorter guys out there. He just got a basket.
Yep.
62-36. This 36 points represents the most that Burns has scored in this tournament so far. Their previous high was 34 against Powell. Free throw is not good. Lander gets the rebound and quickly comes down the court.
Ooh, and that's number 10, Ty Herford. He's checked into the game for the first time.
Here we have Playstead on top of McFadden. McFadden on the far side corner to St. Clair. St. Clair under the basket, throws it up, and it doesn't go in. Rebounded, and another rebound, and it doesn't go. And the rebound goes to 31, Chavez for the Burns Bronx. Well, Lander got a couple of old boards there, but couldn't get it in the hoop. Underneath the basket, Genho has it in the corner. There's a shot. Partially blocked, pulled out of the air by St. Clair. Lander 3-on-2. McFadden
hit it, Teddy.
Underneath. Teddy Rivera, good for 3. And the Lander bench explodes.
That a boy, Teddy, the senior.
65-36. He got an open shot from the corner, took it, and it was good. Minute 40 to go in the game. Saul Lander, there's a shot up by Genho and good. He now has 12 points in the game, leading scorer for the Bronx. Minute 36 to go. Lander's going to sweep 3 games here at the Douglas Classic, and they're going to end up with a 5-2 record overall heading into the Christmas break. There's a turnover by the Tigers, and number 21 got the shot. No. And rebounded by the Tigers. Long pass down court.
Again.
Here's Rivera again. He got another one. He got another one.
My man.
Teddy Rivera with 2 3-pointers, and the Lander fans jumped up into the air on that one behind the Tiger bench. Here's 31 Chavez. Ball
Where's
gets
Teddy?
away.
Get it to Teddy.
All right, here we go. McFadden under the basket. Up and in.
Wow.
McFadden with now 16 points in the game.
Finn said, I'm just taking it right at you.
And he did. It's under a minute to go now. Here is Medley. Medley on the far side. Baseline. Turns around, shoots, hits.
Man.
Nice persistence there.
What's he at now, Ernie?
He
having a
has
great game.
11, 13, 14 points.
Yeah, good for him. I'm basically all on the turnaround jump shot.
Here is Rivera now on the near side, away from the 3-point shot whistle, and he's fouled by Chavez.
And the Tigers Ernie, the Burns Bronx, they're going to take a foul here to get some subs in the game, looks like.
Yeah.
That's good sportsmanship right there. 25 seconds left. They're going to clear the bench and let everybody get on the court. And, Chavez, he stepped up, said, I'll take a foul, so that can happen.
That's only his second 30-point win or lead here by Lander with 20 seconds to go. It's 70-40. And Tigers just holding it. Here's Hereford. Over to Rivera. 10 seconds to go. Rivera on top of the key with 6 points here in the game. There's
attaboy.
Darian Hereford off to Playstead. Playstead. Larvey has it now. That's the end of the game. And the final score, the Lander Valley Tigers 70 and the Burns Bronx 40. So the Tigers win 3 in a row here in Douglas at the Douglas Classic. And they will end this 2024 part of their season at a 5-2 record. The Bronx go to 2-6 on the season. We'll be back with our Click It or Ticket halftime post-game show. The game's over, Ernie, right after this.
The Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
For a place, a people, an idea, for right and freedom, for liberty and justice for all. For every square inch between fruited plains and spacious skies. Marines fight to win. See all the battles Marines fight to win at Marines.com.
We believe that everyone deserves a second chance, including us. Hi, I'm Brian Robacher, CEO of Atlantic City Federal Credit Union. And if we said no to you in the past, I'm asking you for a second chance too. In the midst of everything happening, we are committed now more than ever to second chances and when it comes to your finances. An auto loan for your new car, business loans, home loans, and more. Give Atlantic City Federal Credit Union a second chance to give you a second chance. We've been helping our community thrive since 1964, and now it's your turn. Visit AtlanticCity.coop to apply today. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union, federally insured by the NCUA.
Embrace comfort throughout the seasons with Northern Arapaho Propane and Solid Waste. Proudly rooted in the local community, supporting Fremont County year-round. Your preferred supplier serving enrolled and non-enrolled members. For more information, call 307-463-4185.
Living well isn't just about things. It's about the things that matter. Your family, your friends, and your health. For decades, Sage West Healthcare has been committed to improving the health and care of our communities. Today, we're investing more in our communities, in our people, in advanced medical technologies, and in specialized facilities, so access to better care is close to you and the things that matter most. Sage West Healthcare. Be well, live well. That's why we're here.
Well, Ernie Over and Taryn Debley back with you at Douglas, the Douglas Classic, and the Lander Tigers have won 3 in a row here. They defeated the Burns Broncs this afternoon 70-40. Last night they had a big emotional win over the homestanding Douglas Bearcats 63-53, and they opened with a 6-point win 48-43 over the Wheatland Bulldogs. And this is the Click It or Ticket postgame show here on KFCW 93.1 and on YO Today YouTube. Let's take a look at the Tigers scoring. They were led today by Keaton Iron Eyes with 17 points. Noah St. Clair and Finn McFadden each had 12. 11 points for Paxton Hollingshead. 6 points for Teddy Rivera Jr. And 4 points for Quincy Gwynna. For the Burns Broncs, they were led in scoring by Mason Medley, who had 14. Christian Genho with 12. 8 points by Hunter Munson. 4 points by Bryce Hansen. And number 21 had 3 points. We never did get his name. And we've got another game coming up here, the Wheatland Bulldogs against the Lovell Bulldogs. So the Bulldogs against, I think we're going to have a dog fight.
We're going to have Bulldog on Bulldog action here, Ernie, and that might be a crime.
We're going to have a dog fight here in this next game. So the Lander Tigers and on the Click It or Ticket post-game show, we've got a couple of little awards we hand out at the end of the game, and we'll get to those right after this final timeout.
Okay.
Is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
Your tax pros at 672 West Main Street in Lander, Wyoming can handle all your tax needs. Whatever your situation, we know what to do. Call 307-856-2256 today to schedule an appointment. H&R Block is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
Your car.
Ernie Over, Taryn Debley back with you at Douglas High School, where the Lander Valley Tigers have beaten the Burns Broncs 70-40. And we have some honors we like to hand out courtesy of our sponsors. And I believe, Taryn, you have the Gatorade Good Sport Player of the Game.
Well, Ernie, last year I did a little coaching on the boys' staff in Lander and got to know the kids really well. And one of my absolute favorite kids in the entire program is senior guard Teddy Rivera, formerly known as Theodore. So he's our Gatorade Good Sport of the Game. He just is such an energy provider, and you know he's the opposite of an energy vampire, Ernie. He's up on the bench. He's running out in the timeouts, and he even got himself some playing time today against Burns and got 2 wide open threes and buried them. So he's our Good Sport of the Game. He's taking home a big yellow Gatorade.
All right, from our folks at Admiral Beverage. Thank you very much. Gatorade, player of the game, the good sport player of the game, Teddy Rivera Jr., who had ended the game with 6 points. He came in with, a minute and a half to go and had 2 threes.
And buried them both.
So that is great for Teddy. And our player of the game, I tell you, this guy, you mentioned it earlier, has had a coming out party here in Douglas at this Classic tournament. Paxton Hollingshead. He ended the game today with 11 points, and he had 9 in this final period. He really came alive at the end of the game.
Yeah, he was undeniable today. I mean, he was the total X factor on the court again. And, Pax has got the tough task of, he's expected to, make bunnies around the basket, hit open threes, but he's also expected to guard the other team's best player on just about every occasion. And, that's no wonder why. He's about 6'4", and I would guess about 210 pounds. And he looks fast, he looks strong out there, and he was just a total difference maker in the game today on the offensive glass and on the defensive glass as well, Ernie.
Paxton Hollingshead, our Papa Murphy's player of the game. And for that selection, Paxton is going to get a free large pizza valid at Riverton's Papa Murphy's Steak and Bake Pizza, 1020 North Federal Boulevard. Thanks to Rick Paxton, who provides these pizza certificates to our players here today. So, Paxton, congratulations. You've got our large pizza today from Papa Murphy's or Papa Murphy's Pizza for player of the game.
Yep.
Well, it's been a great 2 days here in Douglas. Final thoughts, Karen?
Yeah, I just thought the Tigers looked really sharp this weekend, Ernie. They must have had an excellent week of practice, and we're privy to that. We got to hear Coach Mullen say how they just really turned up the intensity in practice, and it showed on the court. They took down number 5 ranked Wheatland Bulldogs, and then they took down the home team, the number 3 ranked Douglas Bearcats, in a total stunner. And we saw last week the overall resilience of the team after they got down early to Thermop and Powell both, and to fight back all the way till the end and make both of those games kind of interesting is going to just serve them down the stretch. And that's what we saw last night, Ernie, and probably the game of the tournament.
Yeah, exactly. That was just a tremendous game. Other games that we've had here today, we had Cody defeated the Burns 69-18. It was Lovell over the homestanding Douglas Bearcats in a real close game, 58-56. Powell defeated Wheatland 58-43. And in that game, Wheatland really had the advantage late in the game, and they just gave it up.
Yep.
And Powell took over in the last couple of minutes, and they win 53-43. And Lander Valley takes care of Burns 70-40. The next game here, as we talked about, is the dogfight between the two Bulldogs teams, Wheatland and Lovell. And then tonight, the nightcap is Douglas versus Cody. Well, we're going to get these certificates down to the team before they exit the building and head back to Lander. Then that's what we're going to do. We're going to head back to Lander. Our thanks to Cassie Shields back at the radio station for her help on engineering today. Thanks to Kevin Shields, the general manager of the Wind River Radio Network, YO Today Media, for allowing us to do these games. We want to thank our sponsors. Without them, we wouldn't be able to pay for these games, so thank you very much. On behalf of Taryn Debley, this is Ernie Over, bidding you a pleasant good afternoon from Douglas. Again, our final score, the Tigers 70, the Bronx 40. Back to the studio, and see you next year on the radio.
When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
Shoshone Rose Casino and Hotel is proud to support youth sports in Fremont County. Enjoy a meal at the Deca Gai He restaurant. Deca Gai He is Shoshone for the eating house. Open daily from 7:30 a.m. until 9 p.m. Try a weekend getaway with the family in one of their comfortable, pet-friendly guest rooms and enjoy the heated swimming pool. Book online at ShoshoneRose.com and remember to support Fremont County youth sports. Go team!